Yo,
Hey, hey.
what's up?
Dembe.
Shirona Kite,
Is
your volume is really low.
it?
Yeah,
I want to go.
yeah, a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are
What's
we
up?
talking about?
There's so many topics. Did you watch the last episode?
And you know, we're going to the link.
Oh, call no subscriber.
Now, subscriber, but then I didn't check my link,
Oh, okay.
my YouTube.
So there's a few topics. Again, I wanted to change. I remember you were talking about I should change my setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an option. Let me share it with you. Only can I rebo because like the outside thing I tried it, but then the sound I guess kabudi bo.
Okay.
So let me share the screen for the picture. And see can I rebo.
WhatsApp cannot go.
No, again share by Facebook. Just look on your screen. Share screen. Share what's entire screen. Yeah. How do you share the entire screen? Pane jorgona. Yo. Pane jabuda.
So, this is where you're not doing it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. How's the setup?
That's very nice. That's very nice. I love it.
Okay, so I'll change it on episode 10.
Okay.
Is it episode 10 or 11? So the last time we were talking about the Manando type of friends.
Okay, and what are those?
You don't know Manando?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so the Manando type of friends we're talking about Kuti, like those ride or die type of friends, Kuti, they always encourage you to do good and shit. It doesn't matter the Kuti Urugita Neji, all they want for you is to do Zunshiribo. That was one of the topics. I mean, if you listen to the song, the Manando ya Empty, do you know it? You should listen to it. Okay, since it's now good to Manando, let's go to another topic. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm familiar with.
I think I talked about beneath that beauty.
Beneath that beauty.
Yeah, Koti. So many guys are always thinking about it, Bibiranguраганaka and all that, but they know Skatari Sikuti beneath that beauty. Pane munagaita say.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your take on that topic?
Well, I actually think that you guys we should consider it so much, because at the end of the day, it's not beauty that does everything. You need someone who my morals. You need someone who my values. You need when you know a function, you can take that person. When you see chaos, you know, my girlfriend or slash wife always has a plan. We always think about something. Need to be proactive. So behind that beauty, does she have a willing to work, or Marinde wanna say and stuff like that? Do you consider that? Do you consider things go well and you get to get married? For those that want to get married, is she you can trust to have children with? Is she you can trust to build a relationship with your mom or your guardian or your auntie or whoever that is? Is she a prayerful woman? Beneath that beauty, because obviously Mona beautiful garden that to take care of her beauty and her upkeep and all that. But when that whole wall is like broken down, do you then have a shield? After a stressful day, you can go and be like, babe, my day was like this. And then she tears you up to your most vulnerability part of you, Kuti. When you have to express your feelings, does she make you at times break down and cry because she understands you, or she She's always there for you. She's supportive, be it physically, be it mentally, be it emotionally or spiritually, whatever. But mostly, is she a prayerful woman, or you can be like, babe, I've got this deal that I have. There's a sponsor with this podcast that I've been doing. I think we could get a sponsor for this much. It could help us with ABC. Is she that type of a person who would imagine, okay, babe, I'll pray about it, or let's pray about it right now. Give me your hands. Let's take it to God. Is she that type of a person? Because the reason why so many guys then go all of that is because they have all those values, they have all those morals. Havana, simply because they have that face value. Obviously, I've got 10, 15 guys wanting me. But then what do you have to offer other than that beauty?
Okay, that was deep. I think I like what you're saying, but then, do you think, Kuti, there are girls like that still in this generation? Because for myself, I don't think Kuti. The last time I met her, I was like in Form 4 maybe. From that,
You never met anyone like that.
I only met him maybe. I'm thinking Kuti, I met him when I was in Form 4. From that up to now, I've been meeting. It's all about.
Well, inini hakupari zvino, I would say kuti percentage yoyaskas and wikukunebe. Not, you don't get Uskana Kanaka who has like everything. You don't get that. I'm still fortunate about. I feel like I'm one of those people. Vasara wokuti, okay, yes, ndakanaka because ndakabarwa nemumwe wangu that. But I feel like I also have a lot to offer to my men, you know. But with seko yangu my friends, ndinotamba nemabhebha akanaka. But not all of them think the way that I do. And then toto not mwangu apa padaya daya apanenga ari kudai ari kudai. Chiri kushupa nowadays is we are living a very fast life. So girls with this generation, they want to live fast and burn it all and think good. By the time they want to be like, okay, what are the values that one needs to have, it's already too late. Because like it or not, I realize kuti generation equals shinoka. People vanosangana iwewe Risna Kudzo. We met like at Form 6 or we met at college, and okay, we date, but obviously we have our problems, and then we break up here and there. But we low key both know that okay, this is gonna be my life partner, Kudzo is gonna be my life partner. You get. So it's like nowadays, when I with my child sweethearts, and they decide to work out things. It's not like you bump into a guy today and he's like, okay, I like you, then after year 2 you'll get married. It's no longer like that. Like right come down. So nowadays it's even more riskier, and with the way our life is, they could my place and all of that, and all of this feminism shit, people are now deciding I can even just have my kid, then I work and all of that. So that also does something to Raskana Mazvan. They don't need to have those deep morals, because people then think at the end of the day, and like it or not, those are like it or not, because I was uite companion yemunhu. No, unge his support machine, unge his life partner, unge his sex machine, or whatever his type of machine in any other aspect. But nowadays it's like it's unnecessary because not anyone thinks because at the same time you clap hands for Vaskana Vakanaka and Magaro and Mazamu, and at the end of the day it discourages as well Vaskana who are emerging, because they now think Kuti having an ass is all that matters. Like you can sustain a man with having an ass. It does not matter Kuti you are prayerful or you are listening or whatever that is that you might have. So and that's quite true percentage. It's I think more or less 15%.
Don't you think that the cause of that is you girls? Kuti, alright, take it from this side, and I'll ask a question, but then Shambo digress Shoma.
No problem.
I'll ask you a question, then you answer the question. Then Dobandazo you refer back to the statement they are and
Okay.
so what do girls look for in a guy? Because apparently what I've seen is girls look for the most handsome guy in the crowd or in their area or whatever. Not looking at what can this guy offer or whatever. And also besides the looks, there is a factor of the one with the most money or the richest in the clique. What do you girls look for in a guy? Because for us, we're saying so we have to look beneath that beauty. And for you girls, what do you look for beneath the what? Beneath the handsomeness or beneath the riches?
I guess it depends with from Muskana to Muskana, because me as of right now, my quality traits that I want in my boyfriend right now. And
Sorry, don't go for that too. I think there's a bit of noise.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm back.
Right. I'm saying, Kudzo, I guess it differs from Muskana at a point in age. The type of a guy that I wanted when I was 18 and the type of a guy that I want now when I'm 22. I'm about to say, when I was 18, because unfortunately I started dating older guys at a very young age. I remember when I was 17, my boyfriend was 26. So back then I would look definitely married, because those days obviously chickening, and all that. Chickening was like the ultimate goal, you would want a guy who buys you chicken, who comes and picks you by the house and stuff like that. So I would date guys who would like get attachment when I was in law. So back then that was my traits of a guy. I wanted my cute, who's loaded, but now that I've lived, now that I've lived, I see, okay, what do I really want in a man? I now see my insecurities that I've built over the years. I now see a lot of vulnerability that I've accumulated over the years. I now see emotional damage that I've accumulated over the years from dating all of those guys, right? So now I want a guy who listens. I want a guy who's there, because I low-key say I have attention issues, so, and I'm low-key psychotic, but I'm just joking, but then that's almost the case. So I want a guy who I can say, babe, I'm praying about this. Do you want me to pray about something? Who understands the meaning of prayer? Who understands Christianity? Now I'm a very staunch Catholic. So if you want me, if either you are Catholic or you don't mind that I'm Catholic, and you will not try your best to turn my faith. So now spirituality is now a first priority type of thing. I want us to be inclined spiritually. So for me, those are the traits. We pray the Bible, or check someone or I found this gospel song, I thought maybe you could like it. I want someone who does something to my mental and emotional psyche, I want something who invests in my soul. So for me, if I get that person, kwandira zvisina basa kuti ane mari here, ane mari yekunditengera data here, ane mari yekundipfa mari nails and hembe or musoro and stuff like that. I work, and I guess that's one of the things that pushed me to work as well, because I want to stand for my own. If my boyfriend then gives me, then okay, that's an advantage. But it's no longer something I put as first priority. Yes, I obviously want to know, like, what are your goals in life, and where are you at achieving those, because I also, if I am that investing in you, I want a future with you, and I want our lives to be secure. So in Inango, I now look at a much bigger perspective side of a relationship, and not just at a shallow-minded side of a relationship.
Okay, okay, that's deep. I'm sure, I'm sure your boyfriend is very lucky. I hope he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
So yeah, so that GT, Saga, do you think could a guy like that, Anowanika, is there a guy like that, like right now?
I tell you, like now, what I came to realize, Kuti, that's like 60% of the guys right now in our generation. Because in as much as you all may try to deny or you all may try to embrace yourselves, this generation is the most vulnerable generation of men that I've ever met. To a point, Kuti, you guys cannot just coexist on your own. You need a partner, but my partners because you are not having it easy. And going to your guys and saying, "Go to guys and it's not gonna mark. But coming to your girlfriend and being like, babe, Shaka, I've got this issue at home, I've got this issue at work. Then I understand you or give you a comforting shoulder. I realize kuti vakomana vakadaiso vakozvisingate in our generation, especially at the ages of 26 to about 32. Ndopane vakomana vazhinji vakadaro ivavo. Behind closed doors, you are very vulnerable. You are very sweet guys. You are very loving guys. But it all just depends, kuti, have you found the one to sacrifice enough for? Because so many men will say, kuti, marriage, it's only because you have not met that girl you're willing to go so many miles for. It's only kuti guys nowadays mota jewe mimi ndamskana magaro but no one has learned kuti kana uinaye you get mad, you lose your mind over Mislenda ukotomurora because she gets you, but that does not mean kuti ukazoona magaro panza pauma but you guys are visual creatures so we get you. But I believe the generation media want very, very nice guys. It's only a matter of kuti you're not getting as kind of no shoots up now because of this life that we have. You really have to search deeper to find the one. But I have hope in you guys.
Okay, I think you're right because it's the issue of not finding the one. You know, netoti. Vakumana fall under that peer pressure. If the other guys are saying mskano yani magaro, ndiye akanyanya. Isu stove atangofula lawsuit.
Exactly.
But then, I think there's a question with Papa my relationship and shit. Do you think all guys cheat?
No, I don't think all guys cheat.
Okay. Do you think all girls cheat?
That's a bit tricky.
Okay.
But
there's a third question. Why do you think anyone cheats?
Let's say first of all, it has nothing to do with the partner. Most of the times it has nothing to do with the partner. For instance, you and me, if I cheat, most of the times it has not everything to do with me. Because for Ascan, I tell you, let's say for me, example, the reason why I would cheat is kuti one, that buys my selection of a boyfriend at that time. I know what the type of a boyfriend that I want. But then because of I'm tired of being lonely, I need someone to take care of me or for companionship. I rush into a relationship without thinking about it at face value. Right? Then that relationship then I find he's everything that I've wanted in a guy. He's everything. So Riz antanga kutika my boxes and you know that I know speak to moyo wangu. But then Kudzo might be ticking the boxes that talk to my body or to my wallet or to my lifestyle. So I might cheat on Kudzo because this is my soulmate. Basically that. So it has everything to do with me, but not with Kudzo because I didn't have reading a selection yangu. Didn't have reading my choices but then it affects my partner now. That's what happens with cheating. It has nothing to do with the partner because you can even or why did you cheat on me? If I tell him the reason why I did it, It has nothing to do with him because he will be like, Kosaka, okay, why didn't you say at that time, Kuti, this is not what you like, this is not your type of vibe, or this is not working. You could have told me, Kuti, this is not working, you know. It's better we like go our separate ways. But because this was kind of we feel guilty. So we would want to just stall the relationship until where we like, okay, we decided, okay, this is no longer working. But the time that I want to leave Takuto and go to race, it's already too late. It's already too late for me to do that.
Okay, that's for girls. When girls cheat.
Mm.
Hello.
It's mainly something that is lacking in the relationship that I feel is lacking in the relationship, and I know, okay, I cannot get it from this guy, but then I can get it elsewhere. But it has nothing to do with the current boyfriend or the current partner.
So for me, in my assessment of cheating or my assessment of cheaters, and I respect like your assessment. It's one way of looking at it, and
yeah,
and my way maybe another way. Maybe another way you go to why people cheat.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, for me, there are people who don't believe in cheating, and there are people who could cheat because of their family setting or zaitika in the past. Someone might think that cheating is normal. You understand?
Yeah.
Could, for example, like there's an issue kuti maybe mwana mdikanika, the father aichita singaiti kuna momsi yake to an extent yekuti it became normal kuti achite, and in most cases ukatarisa vanhu vanenge vachichita serial cheaters, ukatarisa background like yavo, there's an issue yekuti pane cheating yakaitoitika kubeg.
Yeah, and just like a queen is saying, the apple does not fall far from the tree. You become what you don't want to be.
So with that assessment, Danika, let's say you Andika, you're going out with someone, you love this person, and you are against cheating, by all means against cheating, and then you see kuti baba vemkomana wako is a serial cheater, nosana nawo kunyumba dzisingaiti. Would you then still continue that relationship when you know good the apple doesn't fall far from the tree?
I would, because I don't want to judge my partner based on a face value issue, you know. If there are signs of him cheating, then I would then evaluate. But not because but I've never suspected him of cheating. No, that would not be fair. That would not be fair, because not everyone turns out to be, you know, who or where they come from. Not everyone turns out to be like that.
Yeah, that I respect. So I wanted to ask a question. Is cheating like the one, alright, Munagabu cheat, or would you leave the relationship for just cheating?
Yes.
Okay, how many chances are on Munaga cheater?
You play dice. You fucking run like a mouse. I don't. No.
So it's only one time. So how many chances do you want to be given?
Until any chances, because you know what happens with cheating. Until any chances, because once you want to have chances, and out of jail.
Okay. The question. But name a chances in the question, and there's a situation you have a moment of weakness, then you kiss someone and someone else, but normal relationship. To end our club and you enjoying, like, then you are out of your system and then you kiss someone. Would you consider that as cheating?
I actually was asking a friend of mine yesterday. I personally don't consider that cheating. I don't.
Yeah. But then your boyfriend might think that's cheating.
Yeah, he might.
So because there are no chances in cheating. No one should be given any. And this is the love if you laugh.
It depends if he doesn't find about it or not. We find out, because if he does not find out, he will never know about it. Because if that's the case that happened, then I will try and make sure that never happens again. In most cases, for me, it would only happen if I'm like really like not if you- really one drunk, or two really into that person that I kissed. But I know I cannot have this person because I've got a person already. So okay, yeah, we were just caught in the moment of weakness and all that, but then it's not gonna happen again. It was a mistake. For me, that's the case. I never really cheat on my partners. I don't.
Okay, I respect that. So, with the in terms of finance and relationship, before we go to other topics, I have one last question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in a relationship. Your relationship is very perfect. There's no cheating. You guys are jail. You're working and it's working out proper. Everything is proper. Yashka time in marriage.
Mm.
How much do you think is enough to pay for lobola?
I think is my USD. Yeah?
Yes.
I think Ukarani about 4K is enough.
Oh, you remember? Like I
Yeah.
sent a video mo the streets here 4K. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did watch it.
What's the story with 4K? Everybody is on 4K. Everybody's talking about 4K. I interviewed someone like on the interview section of the podcast. I got out of 4K.
Mm.
And then personally, I think it's not enough.
It's not enough, but wanyadzudza because inini kumba kuti ndakatodzwa nzi if you want kuroorwa, tell your person kuti he should come with 8K if he really wants us to take him serious.
How much was that?
8K. 8.
Okay. So pasina 8K.
Pasina 8K ama one. But me loving my man, having the future in mind, I don't think he could kanata then if he has 4 or 5K then
Okay. Give me one last question. I was asking someone. Your boyfriend says, baby, I'm ready to get married. And you know what? There are some families are not taking a person a certain amount or one mchato. And Nkumana wako ni 6K. Your family wants 8K for the marriage. Kuti mupinde munoita wedding and now you 2K. Would you pay the extra 2K kuti one mchato?
No. Never. I would never.
Why not?
I would never. For me that does not work. That's a responsibility of a man. And I would never do that. So don't nanika. Could 2K yoyoka. Don't change it. To chaga means you put it is a 2K but 2K I cannot roar myself. That just is no, I cannot. But a wedding I can put my 2-3 cents in there, but Roora, never. Because I've realized which is African men time monolika respect as well. So Roora, because the sake of peace, no.
But then okay. So would you muchachore get there because of Nkomana na 2K? That's my question. Yeah? What again?
Like no zochata kana zakupemita.
Oh, okay. So low to Kuziroora. That's what you're saying.
No.
So then the next topic is: are you a fan of radio?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Zimbabwean, South African, or international, like USA?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know the area Pakistan and KVG?
Yeah.
What's your take on that era? era or
Well, Yanga iri bore. It was okay, but I think that's where radio paikatanga kuchinja. And for people, for listeners like myself who listened to like the old school era, it was overwhelming. I don't know, but for they evolved with what was going on, like with the trends that were going on. Variable, they're a very good duo, but it was just in a mix-up. Radio was changing as well. They were upgrading the systems, and they were saying goodbye to the old way of radio. So for people who listened to the radio, kudara like me and other people, it was fair. It was fair.
okay. Yeah, kudara or kutaura. Can you name some of the people that were broadcasting in those times?
Vana anonzani, vana Asne Sakarombe, vana DJ SK, vana Svelani, vana Makalima, all of those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know Howard Stern?
Howard Stern, yeah, I know him.
Saka, you're a Radiohead. I was talking about last episode, Young Chiti. It's only Radioheads who know when Howard Stern.
Yeah. Well, I knew on Howard Stern because my father was on ZBC.
Yeah.
So at times he would go with me to my studios, and and Zoba is a very good friend of my dad, so he would come home at times. So I knew radio from a very, very young age. And when I was Form 1. So I go back to radio. So I would listen to radio most of the time. So start to name my phone machine. So radio is my first love. My choice of music was actually influenced by radio.
Okay. So the last question on the topic of radio.
Yeah.
What do you think killed radio?
What really killed?
Or do you think radio is dead?
Radio is not dead, because if you take, for instance, radio South Africa, it's like it's very competitive when it comes to media platforms. It is very competitive when it comes to media platforms. But because Zimbabwe, I think when things were turned into parastatals, I think that killed radio in Zimbabwe. Politicized yet. I feel like that kills radio. Radio should be standalone houses and not belong to a certain party or be influenced by a certain party and serve information because of a certain party. So I think politics killed Zimbabwean radio.
Okay, don't you think my presenters actually are not like my presenters Agdara?
As well, talent mazona akusisina talent, because patisani tikaisa makalima, my voices are, or the way they conduct radio zvangova zvenoise zvezvo zvokuti aisisiri soothing or calm, because we knew kuti radio, that's where you get eargasms. Akataura nechirungu, because radio you kuti ndokwawainzwa chirungu, but
yeah.
Now, the talent is just raw and fast to a point yekuti I don't even follow KVG Monato Sarapandiri, who is radio material. I think when we look at all the presenters, kuna Kwandi, kuna Candice Moganelian.
Yeah, that one is nice.
Patience Musa. I love Patience Musa. I love Miss Red. Vanya vari 3 kwanjiri ndo vasara vachiri kundiitira radio stream. Na So Profound from ZFM. Ooh,
oh,
I
yeah.
love him.
So,
yeah.
Do you know?
So Profound.
Do you know I was talking to someone, Chiti. I don't get why So Profound is not the biggest thing out of Sim. I'm even disappointed when I look at the numbers like per YouTube. Why is he not the biggest thing?
his international material so profound. So profound is if he came kunokuka, he would take South African radio by storm. So profound, he took Matritzo, Anna Makalima, Nana Svelan. I think they groomed him as well.
Yeah. So with
So I think
so do you think Guti? Yeah, alright. This topic of radio, I don't think that people are about radio. All they know is Kungoridza, ama piano.
exactly.
My voice note.
Exactly.
There's no more content creation, preparation, and everything.
It's almost like a Tongoma comic awards every day.
Yeah. So yeah, the topic of radio, I think we're done with it. Then what do you think about Zim celebrity? Or walaito wa celeb Zimbabwe? And what they consider yeah?
That's a funny topic.
I know.
First of all, I would want to say I don't think it was Zimbabwe mentions celebrity.
Exactly.
Zimbabwe cinema celebrity. We don't have celebrities in Zimbabwe. But or even I think the closest thing to celebrity is if influencers. I guess that's what we have in Zimbabwe. We have my influencer, not my celebrity. Because you cannot tell me to star na my TT Madam Boss my celebrity. No. But I think it has I think we could name a few celebrities, but the likes of Kudzo, even Wana Japres or Wana Winky, I guess a certain bar you're not when it comes to this thing. But the rest, I feel like my jokes. And the influencer Muna Sabokelo cannot be a celebrity, she's an influencer. The rest are just, if I could say artist for the artist is a bit too much. I really do not know because the way they chase clout, content yabo is whack on so many levels. My managers are not people who put thinking capacity into students of nature. And also the entertainment industry in Zimbabwe yakachepeswa zvisingatomboiti to a point wekuti iwewe risiwo kangwekana wangowana unonzi chisponsor nokupa mari watoputika you're the next Zimbabwean majita kutopenga narisi like this is like a celebrity, but it's not earned because one, we don't have content yekuti we can take kunze kwenyika, which is one of the reasons why Takura aramba kubuda muZimbabwe. Takura atadza kuenda international, even though his music is very good, but it's because of managerial skills and your content inoshuka, because you cannot stick to one thing, diversify. That's the one thing with Zimbabwean artists, let's just say. Avagonu diversify content yavo, they stick to the same thing, and everyone then does that. If a certain thing pops up, everyone is talking about it. So it's really hard to say in Zimbabwe we've got celebrities. We don't have celebrities in Zimbabwe.
So with that, I know Guti, my Zimbabwean celebrity, the lake, I don't think would matter any PR or public relations or anything. One this is about anything. What India artists, India PR, and everything.
Management. Because look at Trevor Dongo. Trevor Dongo is good. I tell you, that guy is very good, very talented. But management yake yatomutadzira kumitra PR zvinu, kumitra matours, kumitra collaborations. We only have one talking about Zimbabwe Passion Java kana watamba na Indo to one all of that.
But then
you get.
Do you know why Passion Java is like that?
Yeah.
I think Passion Java, any management team in Unyaso Kumodza to do this, do that.
Exactly.
Because it's not
and team chai
Yeah, anenge ane script yaanenge achifollow and
I'm telling him everything for him is scripted and directed. Zvasiyana nezvekuti manager wangu inini anenge achinzi ndamainini vangu, you know. People don't look for real managers, which is why Mutugudzi akaenda out there because anga ine manager murungu. Hainza nekuwa manager wake waya.
the white guy I've forgotten the name, but then I know the white guy. It was a white guy.
He was a white guy.
Yeah.
See, you get my point. Which white people have a certain way of doing things when it comes to entertainment industry than what we black people do. So I feel it's all about management when it comes to Zimbabwe and industry. Actually, you know, the talent needs to be in a very like high bar. It needs to be up there on a pedestal. To a point that we don't tolerate wana ndunge yuti or mana enzo isha or you know stuff like that. Talent needs to be really, really, really high. Take South Africa, for instance. How long does it take for people putika? It takes a while, like a long while, and people consider as well talent yako yakamira. Can you really sing? Can you really rap? Can you really act? You know. So and even kunana America you get mananza ni mana Taraji P Henson mana Kevin out. Who tell you that they've been in this industry for years? But for Banco Putika, like after Mango industry for 10 years, but because of Putika 2 years, you see. But they've been putting in work. They've been putting. I just started putting in work. You to work up to being 18 years. No, that's not what we talked about. We're talking about you being in my field but not getting recognition. You have the actual talent but not getting recognition. So there's a difference when it comes to this title, which is earned with talent as well and hard work, like proper hard work.
I think in Zim it's an issue of the people are not my gatekeepers. They won't let anyone in. And I wanted to ask a question. Okay, are you a fan of Rocky? No.
Not really.
No, I wanted to ask a question in relation to Rocky wa kudhara na Rocky wa ikeshi, you know, because personally I think nzio dza Rocky dza kudhara they're way better than the ikeshi, you know.
If you say that, I'm a fan of Rocky wa kudhara than my person.
Because I remember the last time I had gone out, then I think it was the first time I heard that song, you know, it's Ayaho. You know that song?
Yeah.
And I thought, this song should be a song for ages. And it seems like now people have forgotten it.
They have.
But then with Ayaho, I feel like Nzea inokunda jese zakazo release ikeshi, you know.
Yeah.
Just like comparing Patati Patata and Chidzoka. Yeah.
No, I can't play Patati Patata. And then I'm clips.
But then, you know that song, Tinin sound crazy, say. You know, it was funny for me, like, when was it? I went last week, and everyone would jump. I was like, okay, what's up with that? I think I go to my train, zero good train, people always jump.
And that thing is with no shade, but as Zimbabweans we have a warped way of thinking. A very warped way of thinking. We are petty as well and stupid at times. Which is why meaning. Mighty dear. Anta kushupa vakadzi kuta kugaramba nokuda kuti munhu anzi maichideva kuti kitchen party muri kunoudzwe muri kuenda kupi kwamba kunoudzwa kuti chii.
No, I feel like it's pressure. It's like that thing people think kuti is really cool and they rush to that.
But then that's not even cool. That's uncouth, as my dad would say. That's uncouth. Because I don't think which is why you see there's a difference, man. I would want to talk about this when kanja kuda vaenzanisa vakadzi aka vakadzi or vasikana rather vanofarira pokelo avafariri vana maititi namadambuzi.
Yeah.
It's vice versa as well. So zvitori ne-class selection yazvitori nazvo ka on a very huge level, because ndochimbochinja kushupa muzimbabwe. Class differences is defining what we call entertainment. So you find kuti vana maititi because vane mapity party avanozithrowera of her being HIV, of her coming to ghetto and stuff. So many damaged women sympathize with her because she's got a pity party story, But Bakaona Pokelo, that's a bar higher. They feel like Vadadirwa. Everyone is now touchy-feely because Bokela no Chena, she drives nice cars. She's not petty, she's a businesswoman. She's up there, her bar and the understanding of life. So instantly, not everyone likes her.
Exactly.
So that's the other thing that beats to class selection. Chayo is chinozodwa putike vasinga deserve putike.
Yeah. So lastly but not least,
Yeah.
there's a question here. And can you hear me? Giving your girlfriend money versus giving her attention, which one would you choose? Getting money or getting attention?
For me, it would be getting attention.
Okay.
Well, I told you, for me, I have attention issues. When it's time for me to be with my man, I want to be with my man. I want to spend time with my boyfriend. I want us to talk about things on end. I want us to laugh, watch videos, bond, do basically everything and anything. I think if guys would my girlfriend allowances and stuff and suggest a date, be like, babe, what are you doing this weekend? Can we meet up? Take me somewhere. Let's spend it taste and buy me a rose or something that's just funny, or a bracelet or something like that. That's worthwhile. For me, attention is everything, because in attention, all aspects of a relationship are then evaluated. That's when you see spending time are you guys compatible on so many levels. Like, is this what you want? Is this the person that you want to spend your life with? And all of those things. You get to see behavior when very panivano. For instance, in out in a restaurant, then a waiter can answer order. You get to see his reaction, or her reaction rather. And is that what you want for yourself? So for me, attention would definitely win than money.
Okay, do you think
I've been in relationships and they were mad, but they were toxic.
Do you think girls know the sacrifices that us guys make just to make you happy? And do you think girls appreciate that?
I've got yes and no. Because we believe you guys are men and you will figure it out somehow. So you're telling me I expect you to get that money. I expect you to make me happy. I don't care about your sacrifices. Just come to me with what you got, panda or kuku, and So not everyone thinks about that, but I also blame it on the guys, because in approach everything is okay. You don't tell me that babe and can only $5 but you just wanna be macho. So we tend to think everything is okay, you'll figure it out.
Pani mkomana akamboya kwauri akati babe ana mari and ukasamuseka neshamwari dzako.
No, I'm not that type of person actually.
But you know there are girls like that.
Yeah, I will tell you an experience that I had. I dated this guy who was in his 4th year that time I him up, and that was the semester ranga kuti graduate. I remember kuti I would zvinhu zvanga zvakatomuomera because I think baba wake that time wanga waretrenchwa basa kuZimbabwe, so mama vake ndega anga kushanda, so his life was no longer the same as it were upon the first born. And he would tell me to handina kana chikafu next week, and I would take my allowance and mabangu ekuti nditenge mapads hangu nehembe nechichichichi, and I would squeeze $10 ndopinda mudck muya nononhonga kashuga karaisi chichichichi, ndotenga ndodarika nepachikeni paipai tingati love that yedu box redu, tosvika pasinga paipai ndotomupa tabveipuwa nechekuzobika, todya kalove that kedu, toona mamovie, toseka, tofara, todii. At one point he even told me kuti mbaya haigara anga asisina rent, and ndakatokumbira bamukuru wangu mari, ndikati bamukuru ndokumbirawo mari yematoiletries pane zvanoda kutenga this month, mari yangu haisi kukwana. Bamukuru akanditumira mari iyoyo ndikatotora yese ndikanomupa ndikabveibubhadhira rent. I was that person at one point. So I believe it's all about your partner. You guys at the end of the day can see or stuff like that. You guys know.
Remember when I said could all the cows in the world are not enough?
Yeah.
I think that assertion has been made true right now.
Thank you.
So yeah, we can't end this interview without you advertising your products and your services, because you never know, we might reach 100K. You never know what happens.
We definitely never know. Oh, okay. So my name is Lurides Binyandadi. I am a professional makeup artist. So I do all types of makeup: day makeup, night makeup, bridal makeup, field makeup, which is known as SFX, special effects. So I do all of those scars, wounds, and everything. That scary type of makeup, I do all of that. So my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page is Lurides Kudzo Bingandadi at Facebook, and at Instagram it's Lurides_Kudzo. But my business Facebook page is Kudzo's Glam Makeup on Facebook, and on Insta it's Kudzo's Glam Makeup again on Instagram.
So I'll put it up on the description.
Yeah, sure.
I hope you don't mind me airing this. I don't know if it's airing, but then this should be aired after the last episode, because we're talking about the things we were yandakataura nezvayo last episode. Chero ndandisiri kupinda deep yangu.